Good morning and welcome to ADA Securities Markets Update. Beginning with Asian session, as always, we had three economic releases from Australia and Japan, which had a notable impact on the markets. Basically, at the beginning, the retail sales in Australia came in much better than expected, rising by 1.2% in September, comparing to another rise of 0.1% in August, while the estimates were to rise only by 0.3%. And also, the trade balance deficit soared more than expected toward minus 2.26 billion Australian dollars in September, comparing to minus 1.01 billion, while the estimates were to widen toward only 1.78 billion Australian dollars. In Japan, the final manufacturing PMI has been revised down unexpectedly toward 82.4 in October, down from 82.8, while the estimates also were to remain stable at 82.8. Back to Australia again, in the early morning hours today, the Reserve Bank of Australia came in and left the cash rate unchanged at 2.5%, and the bank reiterated that the Aussie remained higher comparing to the historical standard, and even with the latest declines so far, it doesn't also help the economy to recover further. So these are the economic figures from Australia today. As for the European session, we have also three economic figures will be released. From Spain, beginning with Spain, the unemployment change may rise by 23.4 thousand in September, comparing to another rise of 19.7 thousand in August. And in the UK, the construction PMI again may decline further or toward for the third month in a row toward 63.5 in October, down from 64.2. And finally, in the Eurozone, the European Commission will release the quarterly economic forecast at around 10 GMT time. As for the US session today, also we have a collection of economic figures from Canada and the US, which may have a slight impact on the market ahead of the US elections. The Canadian trade balance deficit may rise toward minus 0.7 billion dollars in September, compared to minus 0.6 billion, and the trade balance deficit in the US may narrow slightly toward $40 billion, down from $40.1 billion also for the month of September, and comparing to the month of August. And finally, the US factory orders may post its second monthly decline in a row, declining by 0.4% in September, comparing to another sharp decline of 10.1% in the month before, or in August. So these are the economic figures for today. You can follow us on our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to get the latest economic releases, reports, and analysis. Thank you for watching.